Oh, I was a full-fledged Jambite. They really, they really ate my money. They really, really had me. They had me. They used to give certificates for being a Jambite. I think I would have been awarded one. Hello guys, good day. I'm Nurse Welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing the journey of how I became a nurse, a real story, and of course this is the part 2. If you've not watched the previous video, do well to do so and you would have a better understanding of the things I'm going to be sharing in this one. Now, one would think that when you've clearly defined your goal and what you want to do and how you want to do it, that it could just easily go that way. It doesn't always work like that in life generally. Talk more of in specific and concise areas. In my case, when I finally decided that it was going to be nursing and it was going to be at the University of Nigeria in Nsukka, it was from there I now actually started the journey again, because I wrote JAMB for like 3 times. I wrote JAMB 3 good times before I was able to gain admission into that prestigious university. On my first attempt, I scored 231, which I believe was not so bad, but considering the cutoff mark for the course I wanted to read, it wasn't close. The cutoff mark for nursing, as at those times when I was applying, was really high. It was falling within the range of 280 and 290. So you see how far it was from the cutoff mark. Generally for universities, the cutoff mark is usually between 180 and 200, but that doesn't apply for a person who wants to study nursing as a degree in a university, a federal university in Nigeria. There might be some schools that have lower cutoff marks, but for University of Nigeria, as at when I applied, it was 285 and above. So on my first attempt, like I mentioned, I scored 231. It was nice, but it wasn't good enough, and so I had to keep going. At my second attempt, I scored 264. It was nice, but it was not good enough, so I had to keep going. At this point, the pressure was really high. People were saying a whole lot of things. Are you like this nursing thing? Are you sure that's an obsession? What do you mean you want to study nursing? Are you the only person? Change to something, study something else. They were saying enter, go through direct entry, and then you can switch when you get there. So many things, and I was not allowed. I didn't see the need to begin to tell you that there's prophecy over me. I feel like you won't understand that, so those that know should know why I'm pushing this thing. So I didn't bother explaining. I just kept going. I'm not going to say it was easy. It was not easy. I knew what I wanted and I was putting in effort. I was trying my best. I was reading. I barely watched movies in those times. Like I barely did so many things that people my age were doing, and I was just putting in the effort to see that I actually scored high enough to give me the scores that I needed to read. But it wasn't coming off as I was expecting. It was at the third JAMB attempt. Oh, I was a full-fledged Jambite. They really ate my money. They really, really had me. They had me. They used to give certificates for being a Jambite. I think I would have been awarded one. I know there are people that stay like 5-7 years, but I think three is a pass mark for being called a full-fledged Jambite. So at the third attempt, at this point I was just like, God, Mama, let your baby done. I'm tired. Like, but I know I needed to study this course. What else do I want to study now? After all these things that I know I should, but So at that point, I wrote my JAMB again and I scored 281. Yes, and it was that JAMB score that actually landed me that admission finally into the University of Nigeria. Coupled with my post-UTME score, my average was relatively high. I think it was between the range of 276 and 282. That was where my average fell into. And although it did not give me the admission on merit, the merit list had about 40 people on it, and I did not see my name. And that kind of thing, I lost. I was like, I didn't get again. Oh, what are we going to do about it? Do I need to score 350 or 300 to get this course? It was not an easy season at all. It was not an easy. I was really discouraged. I was, down, but somehow I just needed to keep going. By the grace of God, when the first supplementary list came out, I was not expecting anything, because you know how it is in Nigeria, right? So I wasn't expecting anything for the supplementary list, but my name was the number 4 on that list, and I was like, oh my God, thank you, finally. So that was how I received my admission letter into the University of Nigeria to study nursing, and it was huge for me. It was huge. It was joyful. It was a whole lot. It was not an easy journey through school, 5 years plus. It was not an easy journey. So many hurdles, so many challenges, so many barriers, so many things that I faced. But there was this thing at the back end of my mind that you came here intentionally, you wanted this, and then God has helped you, you are here. So that same God that led you through and brought you here, He won't leave you now. So somehow what I was facing or seeing while I was on campus, I kept holding strongly onto the God that I believed and I know had brought me there. And He did not fail. He saw me through the journey. So I don't know your unique journey, your unique path in terms of a career, in terms of life generally, but whatever it is that your heart is determined to do and you are sure, you have prayed, you've asked, you've inquired, you've made your diligent search, and you know that this is exactly what you want to do, this is exactly what your heart has accepted, I think the key is to be persistent and prayerful and don't give up, don't lose hope, don't back down, keep pushing it, keep trusting that one day this thing will open up, and it will open up. The main thing I believe in some of these matters is to just secure your own firm conviction about that thing you want to study or you want to do, and then leave the rest to God. If in anything you be otherwise minded, He will reveal it unto you. I'm so happy you were able to listen to my amazing story. Thank you so much for the likes, the subscriptions, the reviews, the feedbacks, everything. I am very grateful. Do well to continue helping us boost our channel by subscribing, liking and sharing, and I hope to see you on our subsequent videos. Subsequently, I may not be storytelling, it's going to be so many educative information, enlightenings, and so many things for both nurses, nursing students, nursing aspirants, the general public, and everyone that just wants to find inspiration and hope and godly content. Thank you so much for listening through, and God bless you. See you on my next video, and bye.